the age of majority. Visit thegreatamericanhomesearch.com for official rules.
As you know, managing maintenance, repair, and operations is never easy. But for the ones who always rise to the challenge, Grainger has your back. From professional-grade products you can count on to fast, dependable delivery, they're there to help you keep things running smoothly. Plus, their technical product specialists are here to help answer your toughest questions. And because Grainger knows safety is always a priority, they're committed to being your partner in protecting both your people and your facilities. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Still working that accident. Right lane is blocked. This is going to be 130 on the toll road northbound at FM 969. Also, we have a stall blocking the right lane, 35 southbound at Breaker Lane. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy place with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
Hennion and Walsh was made for people like you. People who value speaking to the right people at the right time. That's why we answer the phone ourselves, to understand you and help you invest for the life you want, because you've earned it. We're Hennion and Walsh, and a human connection. Get a second opinion. Call 800-279-5279 or find us online. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Advisory services provided by Hennion and Walsh Asset Management. Securities offered by Hennion and Walsh Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Friday, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, a mix of sun and clouds for your Wednesday, a high of 65. Clear tonight, a low of 38. Thursday, sunshine, a high in the low 70s. Tomorrow night's low, 46.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
Jesus didn't live passively. He lived on a rescue mission. As we step into the new year, the Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow podcast reminds us that God has called us to more, to live on purpose and rise as conquerors. As followers of Christ, we're called to do the same because discipline may be painful in the moment, but it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace. Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search The Daily Pursuit with Tim Tebow and listen now.
AM 1300 The Zone.
In black masses.
Why don't you make this your song?
I don't know. Might have to do it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Death, destruction. The body's burning as the war machine keeps turning.
This guy's been trying to get a
he ain't won it yet.
Well, it's
is that a claw machine?
Yeah. He's been working on it for like 30 minutes.
Love claw machines.
Wash my.
What does it go all the way to the side?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's a real. This thing's a real pain in the
This
ass.
is a bad tune right here, boy.
It is two pros and a cup of Joe here at Fox Sports Radio. LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, Jonas Knox with you. Coming up top of next hour, Petros Papadakis. He will join you live here on FSR, so make sure you stick around for that. By the way, a reminder before we get to our midweek awards, with the iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us in all of our Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Search Fox Sports Radio on the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app, so it will always pop up at the top of your screen.
There are some good things that happen, and there's some bad, and then there's some downright ugly things. It's time for Good, Bad, and Ugly.
All right, Patty speaks. Who's got what this week?
Brady's staring me down.
I like to see it in person.
Come on, Sheriff Suika.
All right, well, gentlemen.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's great.
It's time to play the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, sheriffs, I'll tell you what. I know who the good is. Sheriff Knox right in.
Oh, thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, Sheriff Suika. The good is the fact that we get to do this together, in person, live. You know, we're all slappies when we do the show. But we really turn it up a notch when we get here. And I think we've just all come to the conclusion that hey, there's nobody here. Let's liven this place up. And usually there's a security guard or two that stops by and goes, wait, they really said that just now? And it already happened this show. So it's fun to be with you guys. It's fun to get to do this every year. We kid, we bust balls, but it's always a good experience and enjoy getting to do this with y'all. So
nice. Well said.
Good for
Well said.
All right.
And you can just play that back next year. So that's evergreen.
There you
guys
go.
can just roll that back next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Sheriff Var, you're the bad.
I think the bad here is this lawsuit by this Detroit Lions super fan that is suing for $100 million because he's been considered to be, what's up, buddy? He's a Yinzer. Yeah, he's suing for $100 million, suing Shannon's
DK
media company too, suing DK Metcalf. He trying to get that cash. I wonder if he'll get it, but you know, fan doing that, it's pretty bad.
I mean, are we going to get to talk about that at some point, or
I think we should revisit.
Yeah.
What about Sheriff Quinn?
Uh-oh.
I don't have much time. I'm going to say these streets. All right.
That is ugly.
These sentences, man.
That is a mic dropper for certain.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I've
Well
time.
done. Well done.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox, and this Sunday, Redfin is kicking off an even bigger game during Rocket and Redfin's big game commercial. Redfin's giving away $1 million home and an epic, never-been-done-before scavenger hunt, all on the Redfin app. Watch closely. The $1 million home is hidden in the ad. The winner will be the first to solve 6 clues and find the $1 million home on the Redfin app. Download and update the Redfin app to play Redfin's Great American Home Search presented by Rocket.
No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. D.C. must be age of majority. Visit thegreatamericanhomesearch.com for official rules. rules.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. You ever feel like running a business is just nonstop? Every day's game day? That's why going pro with Lenovo Pro just makes sense. You get real one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and gear that's built to help you stay ahead of the competition. So whether you're scaling up, hiring up, or just trying to keep up, go pro. Because when your tech works harder, your business does too. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. So sign up free today at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Don't miss the 2026 iHeartCountry Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Still working that accident, blocking the right lane. This is going to be 130 Toll Road, northbound at FM 969. Good news, that one stall did clear out, though. This is going to be 35 southbound at Breaker Lane. There still is some backup traffic, though, a little bit, so just be careful out there. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy place with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
Football's biggest stage is set, and now you can legally trade game day props on Kalshi. One of the wildest markets? What will be the first song performed at halftime? Monaco is trading at 5%, meaning a $100 trade pays out $2,000 if that's the first beat to drop. No house, no sports book, just a live market where odds shift and you can trade all night long. Download the Kalshi app, use the code PODCAST to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
It's a sale. Right now, every service needed for your vehicle is on sale at any of the 3 Leaf Johnson Ford locations, Austin, Manor, and Buda. And we're wide open. Tires, brakes, oil changes for only $39.99 with synthetic blend oil, tire rotations, and alignments. You name it. Any of the 3 Central Texas locations have it on sale. Can't come see us? We'll come see you with our mobile van on most services, or we'll come pick it up and bring it back. Go to leafjohnson.com and pick your location and time. You'll love it at Leaf, Austin, Buda, and Manor.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Hey, Texas sports fans, Mike Hardge here, and it's time for Texas men's and women's basketball. Thomas J. Henry Law is thrilled to be part of the action with Texas basketball game broadcast. Just like the athletes give it their all on the court, Thomas J. Henry and over 250 attorneys give it their all when it comes to helping you and your families get the justice you deserve. Whether it's on the court or in the courtroom, dedication, strategy, and teamwork are crucial. For over 30 years, Thomas J. Henry Law has been committed to securing meaningful results for the injured people and their families. Visit tjhlaw.com or call 24/7 to get the help you need for you and your loved ones.
Uncork something special during Speck's huge wine sale. Cheers to savings.
Before it was vintage, it was a revolution. This smells like the 90s. A decade that tore up the rulebook and defined a new world of alternative. Nirvana, Alanis, Pearl Jam, Weezer, No Doubt, and more. With commercial free weekend. Your favorite era? Just a tap away. Open the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
iHeartRadio. From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and still Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Wind Down Wednesday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. The Super Bowl is getting closer, and the defenses will be on display. Texas men's basketball defends home court. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman joins us at 7:34. We have more NFL Hall of Fame snubs as we find out who's in and who's out coming up this weekend. And the NBA made some trades on top of trades, and who got better? I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion and leave us a message, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. We'll receive your message instantly, and you might even hear it on air.
To the left side, Wilcher sends it into Vocatitis in traffic. Modest turns in traffic, gets the bucket in one. Bounce pass, Kendall Weaver. Now lobs in the corner. Cam Heide, shot fake on a three, steps around the defender and knocks down a three. 7 to shoot in the corner. Tremont Mark, 5 on the shot clock. 4 drives into the paint, squares up, shoots and scores. Sharmjohns trying to drive in on Dalen Swain. Spins, turns. Dalen knocked the ball out of his hands. Here goes Wilcher. Bounce pass to a cutting Mark. Slam dunk. To Kobe Knox, trying to drive in the paint. Almost lost the dribble, and he did. A steal by Swain. Here's Dalen driving in the lay-in in. Dalen Swain to the right side, trying to drive in on Sharmjohns. Goes up strong, scores off the glass, and draws the foul. Coming off the screen, Pope dumps it underneath Vocatitis to a cutting Weaver. What great ball move. Looked like Pope was going to shoot the three. Then it looked like Vocatitis was going to turn in the paint, and he did, to find the cutting Kendall Weaver for the slam dunk. Into the front court, Swain to the left side, trying to dribble through traffic into the corner. How about Kendall Weaver for three? How about it? Weaver knocks it down. Cam Heide, Longhorns held the ground that time. Into the front court, now trying to add to a 4-point lead with 2.5 to go. Onto the right side with it. Pass goes into a cutting Swain. Great pass from Cam Heide into Dalen Swain. Swain, 13.5, 20 in the ball game. Pope to the right side. On the dribble, stops, out to Tremont Mark, 4 seconds to shoot. Tremont, down to 2, down to 1, fadeaway, 18-footer, dagger in the heart. And to the left side, Johnson drives in yet one more time and scores. 37 points for him tonight. It'll come in a losing effort as the Longhorns inbound the mark, and that will do it. Texas with the win. Final score tonight here from Moody Center in Austin. The Texas Longhorns 84. The South Carolina Gamecocks 75.
That is what it's all about. As you heard the voice of the Texas Longhorns, our guy Craig Way breaking it down from the Moody Center. That started off a little slow, and that's one of the things that Coach has been talking about when he thinks about his basketball team. The slow starts always continue to be a little bit difficult for them when these games start to take place. But a couple of things that you continue to look at with this basketball team is the efficiency and the way that this team finds a way to get it done every single time. When you look at what not Matis, we'll get to him in just a minute. When you look at what Swain and Heide were able to do last night and what Mark have continued to kind of set the tone for this team. But the problem that they are having is always having a slow start.
My concern before the game and even during the game is, we didn't have the juice. 6 p.m. game and a late arriving crowd.
Kind of started slow. We knew we had to bounce back because, any game in the SEC is going to be a tough game if you're not playing your hardest.
Our effort level and just concentration First half of the first half was not what it's going to take.
I think it's really important that, we start the game off strong, and then going into halftime, and then after halftime, it's super important. So
we're fortunate to get through that. I thought we were better in the second half.
And Texas was better in the second half, although they did win both halves of the basketball game, went into halftime with a 35-31 halftime lead. But the truth of the matter was this team started off 1 for 8. Texas started off 1 for 8 at the beginning of the game. And you start to look at what South Carolina, and I asked Coach Miller on our presser, I said, how do you not overlook this team? And he said, we cannot overlook anybody. We're not a team that is at that level where we can overlook teams. So South Carolina comes in, they give them a fight early, but Texas controlled the game. Swain continues to put up buckets. He had a team high 22 and 10 rebounds. He had another double-double. You talked about Tremont Mark and what he was able to do, 18 points, 15 of them in the second half. And Cam Heide has been able to contribute. And remember, Coach asked about it earlier. What are you doing different to be that number 4 spot? In that 4 spot, he needed to come in and knock shots. He's a good shooter, but he wasn't taking those shots, and then finally done it. But the biggest question is, even though Matas had 12 points, 6 of 9 from the free throw line and 9 rebounds, he continues to foul. And Coach was asked about, how do you stop him from fouling?
When he goes up around the basket, I don't know if there's a contraption you could put on him, but he just can't club the guy on the head, so I don't know. I had a guy tell him when he jumps that he should jump so he can't see his hands. So I've started to do that. Jump, and when you jump, do you see your hands? No, do it again. But I don't know. It's like when the game comes, when the popcorn smells in the gym and, the referee's around, that arm keeps coming down. We've had lacrosse balls. They tell me if you have lacrosse balls on defense, it makes you wear your hands, show your hands, whatever. I don't know if we could play. Maybe we can use lacrosse balls during the game. But, if he could adjust in 2 or 3 plays, 3 or 4 plays, I cannot tell you the difference it would make in our team of not fouling or blocking a shot or making the guy miss. And every once in a while, he's going to make one. But that's the right way to play. But we have to be able to get him to do that better.
I agree.
The number one way is to pull his rear end off the court. Sit him next to you. Say, come please sit next to me. I want you to watch this. And then don't talk to him. Eventually, he's going to say, Coach, all right, put me back in the game. And then you say, are you going to foul again? Are you going to push off? Are you going to hook? Because if you are, then you're going to sit here next to me.
Yep. I'd
rather lose and play with people that's going to do what I tell them than to have you go out there and just do what you want to do.
Right.
And it's hard to do that because you don't want to lose. Nobody wants to lose.
Yeah.
But don't you want to get better? Don't you want your teammates to have the confidence that when I get the ball to you in this really good spot with you one-on-one, that you're going to just go straight up and score and run down the court?
Yep.
I don't need you to get another foul, a senseless foul too. Now, if you have a foul defending, I might almost just say, okay, I chalk it up to the game because you got to play hard ball sometimes. But these fouls that he gets is wearing thin on Coach, and it's wearing thin on the fans. We can't, as fans, we can't get behind you and we know you're wrong.
Right. The one thing about it is, you look at his production and he's done well when he's been able to stay on the floor. Last night, as we said, he had 12 points and 9 boards, 5 of them on the offensive side. I know that a lot of teams are being physical with him.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's tough.
You think it's frustrating him?
Well,
that he's doing it out of because you call that a frustration foul sometimes.
But the thing about it, Mark, at this point in the season, You can't have that happen.
You should be used to it.
Yes, this is what it is. It don't make it right. But the reality of it is you got to chill, bro. Like, you're going to be an integral part. And how many times do you hear or see some coaches say, just go vertical? And I go back to that game. I forget who it was against Mississippi State. And I'm like, you're down in the shot clock. The shot clock is there. Dude comes into your body.
4, 3.
You're 7 foot and you're trying to jump up against a 6 foot guy. Like, there's no reason for you to get off the ground. And look, I know the coaches are working on it. He's done some great things for this basketball team. And
I'm not browbeating him either.
No,
I think he's doing good. He just, his fatal flaws are very fatal.
And I know they're going to keep saying, well, it's only his second year, third year playing basketball. But if you're new to the game, you should be fundamentally sound because they're teaching you the fundamentals of the game for you to be able to go out there and contribute. Being big ain't always the answer. You're going to have to be able to play, too.
Big is good, though.
And he has been making his free throws, too, so that's really
that's a plus.
Yeah.
But the whole team last night overall did good.
29 of 36 from the free throw line. We're just getting started on a wind-down Wednesday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone and always free on the iHeart Radio app.
Craig Way knows everybody.
We're visiting with Brad Chan, voice of the Cowboys, and all I'm thinking to myself is, Reggie Jackson, you got to do a better job of asking the question.
I think it was our friend Art Haynes to whom he said that.
Yeah, because that's when he followed about, you can take your microphone and your glasses.
You can take your microphone and your glasses, and then he proceeded to tell Art what he could do with all of those things, all of which were physically impossible, even with exaggerated surgery.
Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Brand new wreck blocking the left lane, 183 southbound at Capitol Texas Highway. Stop and go traffic now back from Duval Road, about a 1 minute delay. Also, that accident is still working right now. The right lane's blocked, 130 Toll Road, northbound at FM 969. We always have those slowdowns in the usual areas, so please slow down. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Always running out of hot water? You can count on Abacus to help. Get a 40 to 50-gallon water heater for just $22.99 with warranty and zero down financing, as low as $36.33 a month. Call or visit abacusplumbing.com today. M20628.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
iHeartRadio and NBC Sports bring you Two Guys, Five Rings.
Two Guys, Five Rings. Wow. We're your hosts. I'm Matt Rogers. I'm Bowen Yang.
One essential podcast for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy.
Milan Cortina. They're actually making the huge mistake of sending us there. The most expansive Winter Olympics ever.
Follow Two Guys, Five Rings and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Listen to the Two Guys, Five Rings podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. You think you know what's going to happen during the big game? Call it with DraftKings Predictions, a new app where you can predict outcomes on football's biggest game. Make real money predictions on the big game and put your money where your knowledge is. Pick a topic, make a prediction. Like, what will the total score be? Will the underdog cover? Which team will be lifting the trophy at the end? Then see if your big game smarts pay off. DraftKings Predictions is new and simple to use with big game trading. Available here in Texas.
Download now. New DraftKings predictions customers get up to a $75 first trade bonus with promo code AM1300. Don't just feel it. Predict it with DraftKings Predictions. The crown is yours. DraftKings Predictions is a CFTC registered introducing broker. Event contract trading involves substantial risk of loss. One per new customer. Opt-in required. Non-withdrawable predictions dollars expire in 1 year. Ends February 8th, 2026. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. See terms at dkng.co/predictions promo.
I can't do it today. I already have plans. Something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection can save lives. Every screening, every result, every early detection matters. At Pfizer, we're fighting against cancer, aiming for 8 cancer breakthroughs by 2030. Join the fight against cancer and get screened at Pfizerforall.com/screenings.
Wristbands for the 2026 South by Southwest Music Festival are on sale now. This March 12th through 18th, Austin turns into a global genre-spanning stage. Experience 7 nights of live music from new, up-and-coming, and legendary showcasing artists with your music wristband at South by Southwest, driven by Rivian. It's your chance to be part of the biggest music celebration in the world. Get your wristbands online while supplies last at sxsw.com/festival.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You've messed up your daughter's haircut. Do you A, get spiritual?
Mom, where's the mirror?
Beauty is within. Oh.
B, find the positives?
Less time blow drying, more time texting?
Or C, show empathy?
Mom, you really don't have
Twinsies.
I kinda love it. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Texas football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Men's basketball get the dub last night. Now get ready to host a familiar face this weekend. One and only Chris Beard will be bringing his old men's basketball team into the Moody Center this weekend. Big time matchup in the SEC, and I say it's big time because obviously Chris Beard, one heck of a coach. But right now they're struggling. And if you missed the video of him losing his mind last night, get over to my social media page at Hardball Hardge. Give me a like and a follow and check it out because it was rare for him. It was one of those baseball temper tantrums, you know, where you see the coaches go out there
and kick the dirt.
If there would have been dirt on the ground, he would have been kicking it on everybody. He was that fired up. But NBA trade deadline is tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central Time. And let's just say it started yesterday with some big names on the move. The biggest name on the trading block yesterday was James Harden. The Fear the Beard has made another move to another team as he leaves the Clippers to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers in exchange for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. Now, Mark, we left here yesterday, and obviously the story was about Giannis Antetokounmpo and what's going to happen. You trying to get him to San Antonio because of whatever reason you want to get rid of all the young players. I know that's not what you want to do, but it seems like that, Mark. It seems like that. But James Harden last night goes to Cleveland for Darius Garland. And when the trade happened, I was sincerely trying to figure out why Cleveland. I still don't know why Cleveland. Because Cleveland, and this is one of the conversations that you and I were having about ball dominance and being able to control the game, James Harden likes the ball in his hand.
He does.
So does Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, Mr. Cleveland, as they said the other day when they were talking about LeBron coming back, they said Donovan Mitchell is Cleveland now.
He Cleveland?
He is Cleveland, but Cleveland Brown. But you still think about this as we go across this season. Do you feel like this is a good move for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
The only thing that I can see good coming out of this is they're both ball dominant, but they're both right-hand, left-hand players. And when you can have high pick and rolls, you free up. Both of those guys can get the ball to bigs on the baseline.
Yep.
They have to find creative ways to make the bigs play in the dunk position. So when they get to the basket, they can dump the ball off. And that's the only thing that I can see as a plus.
Yep.
And they're both aggressive to the rim. When Garland was like, listen, run a high pick, I'm going to fade, and I'm going to shoot the three. So now you get a double-edged sword rather than just a single-edged sword out of the deal.
Well, again, I still go back to the fact of how are they going to make this work when both of those guys like the ball in their hand? They feel comfortable
Coaching.
with it.
The coaches got to be the one that say, hey, first half, we want you to go strong to the left. That's your strength. Let's go. And then we're going to dish the ball to Donovan.
I still
and then switch.
I still trying to figure out if you, first off, that is not going to work because both of these guys have the ball in their hand to get busy.
They're going to want it every play.
That's what they do. And Donovan is he's scoring more now than he ever has because the ball comes through him. And now you look at what James Harden is. James Harden is 36 years old now. 36 years old. He's been traded 4 times. 4 times in his career. He's been
effective everywhere he ever went, though.
Not everywhere, because
the going to Brooklyn, everybody failed.
Yeah, that was a bad
that move. Was a horrible move for everybody.
He should have never left Houston, to be quite honest with you. If James Harden really wanted to do something, he should have never, ever left Houston. Because when he was in Houston, he was doing things. He was making some moves. He was playing great basketball.
MVP.
When he went to Philly, he had to deal with Joel Embiid and trying to figure out who was going there. Ben Simmons. I mean, it was just a bad look. And then he goes to the Clippers. He and Kawhi made it work, but Kawhi is that silent player. Now I want to see how this is going to work. And that has always been, because you and I, we talk about trades all the time and how you're going to make this move. And my thought process through this all is, who is going to be the best role player on the team? And neither one of those guys are role players because they're superstars.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting. I'm not saying it's not going to work because you played with Kawhi Leonard, as I said. You played with some other guys. But when you were playing with, what's his name, Powell. Is it Dante? Norman Powell? Yeah. He knew his role as a shooter. Right. So he would sit in the corner, get the shot, they kick it to him, knock it down. They have got to find more guys like that. You got Jared Allen controlling the middle in there. That'll be good. He had his first. He was the first player in NBA history to have a 40, 15, and 5 in 20 minutes or something like that just the other day. It was ridiculous, the number that he put up. But can they win a championship with that move? Do you feel like they can win a championship with that move?
I think currently right now, I would have to say no, because it's going to be very hard to beat the Knicks. It's going to be very hard for that unit. Even Boston is playing really good ball right now.
Yeah.
Like, we thought, oh man, Jason Tatum being gone, that they done. They're not done.
Yep.
Detroit, I can't completely co-sign for Detroit because they're young and they actually just made some moves too. So I need to see what these moves are going to look like in order to put more on Detroit. But Detroit record is they're up there in the top.
Yeah, they won last night in a big matchup as well. But again, I'm just curious to how they're going to make all this work. Now, other names to pay attention to besides Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yesterday, Jaren Jackson was traded to Utah, and you came in and you were like, hey,
tired of being right.
Yeah.
Tired of it.
Two teams that are terrible trading
Told you.
players.
I told you.
A
told
terrible
you.
trade.
You ain't
to a
tell me.
terrible trade.
Yeah, exactly. It's two terrible teams making trade, just moving furnitures on the Titanic. You just like, oh, it's going down.
Might as well move this couch.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and move this over there. So you look at what happened with Jaren Jackson. You look at he got traded to the Jazz. It was a 4-player trade for a four-player trade and 3 future first rounders. How far out are those first rounders?
I don't know how far they are, but they're going to be valuable because even for trade bait this season, going into the next season, when this draft comes up, you want to move up? Hey, here, I'm going to throw a couple of draft picks your way. I need to move up in the top 5.
So the Memphis Grizzlies are 19-29. They trade their best player that's not named John Morant. And they trade him to the Utah Jazz, who are 16-35.
So look at it like this. Last year, before the season, they traded away Bane, who was their second best player.
And he's doing great.
He's doing great
in Orlando.
And now you're going to trade away Jackson. He's going to go to Utah. He's going to do pretty good because they have 2 other bigs that can allow him to play small forward, which is what he really wants.
Yeah, he was once Defensive Player of the Year, but on offense, he thinks he's
Steph
Curry.
Steph
Curry.
What is the
threes.
deal? Like, man, play defense. Anyway, now you'll be able to see John Morant. John Morant is going to be after the season. I don't think it'll be tomorrow or today. It'll be after the season and when the draft comes up because they want to get a top. Then you'll know who's going to be in the top 5 picks. You don't get rid of John Morant for 2 first-round picks and the lottery picks.
Yeah.
You get a top 5 pick for him.
You got to. I mean, you don't make no move without making the move to
Right.
get
I
John
need a
Morant.
top 5 pick. I need a player, and I need another pick. You might get 3 picks for John Morant.
Yeah, you're going to have to. I mean, if you got 3 future picks in the first round for
But
him,
one of them got to be a top 5.
Yeah. Coming up next, we're going to talk to our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman, about Texas women's basketball. And, of course, Texas baseball gets it going next weekend. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Brand new wreck blocking the left lane, 183 southbound at Capitol Texas Highway. Stop and go traffic now back from Duval Road, about a 1-minute delay. Also, that accident is still working right now. The right lane's blocked, 130 Toll Road, northbound at FM 969. We always have those slowdowns in the usual areas, so please slow down. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
From the opening kickoff to the final whistle of the big game, Bet Online delivers live in-game action, instant updates, and in-game props. Prediction markets follow the conversation. Bet Online defines it. Bet Online, the game starts here.
It is tough to go outside these days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 at exit 259 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Pricing coverage match limited by state law.
The Spurs tip it off against the Thunder tonight at home, who crushed the Magic by 36 last night in OKC. Astros avoided salary arbitration with all-star infielder Isaac Paredes agreeing to a one-year, $9.3 million deal. Patriots and Seahawks back to work today as they prep for Super Bowl 60. New England will practice at Stanford, Seattle at San Jose State. I'm Rhonda Moss.
This is Chris Broussard. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Discover.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Starting Friday, iHeartRadio will be live from Italy with NBC's coverage of the Milan Cortina 2026 Winter Olympics. 24 hours a day, listen to live coverage of skiing, snowboarding, hockey, figure skating, and all your favorite winter sports. Plus Team USA exclusive coverage from Northern Italy. Bring the Winter Games with you from your phone to your car, on your Alexa, wherever you listen. Open the free iHeart app, search Olympics, and listen. iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics.
Texas women's basketball plays here.
It's Wednesday, hump day, wind down Wednesday, and that can only mean one thing. Our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. And Danny, let's get right into it. The Texas women's basketball team has a huge matchup this Thursday as they get tomorrow night, 8 o'clock at the Moody Center. Number 4 ranked Texas 21-2, 6-2 in conference versus number 5 LSU 21-2 and 7-2 in conference, and the return of Kim Mulkey.
Yeah, everyone around here loves Kim. We know she's a fan favorite, beloved by these Texas fans, which always kind of cracks me up how much people just hate Kim for being good at her job. But it is what it is. Obviously, this is the LSU team that beat Texas about a month ago at their place, and this will be a good chance for Texas to prove some things to some people and get another good quality win on their resume.
Well, let's go backwards for a second. Let's go back to that big matchup that they had against Oklahoma, the hoopla, ESPN here for game day. And Texas did not disappoint. They came out. We got to see the Justice Carlton that Coach Vic Schaefer was raving about for quite some time, that he kept believing was going to happen. Madison Booker doing Madison Booker things. But it was the other Aaliyah Crump coming off the bench and sparking this basketball team with Aaliyah Chavez in the house.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I kind of wish we were at a point in sports where people could just enjoy two things at once.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be a comparison thing. I mean, Aaliyah Chavez is going to be a great player, and she has a lot of responsibilities on that Oklahoma team. And I don't think she particularly played bad. She just had Roy Harmon, in her mug the entire day. And good luck to anyone else who thinks that they can go with Rory staring, 5'6" Rory staring at him the entire time. But Aaliyah, Crump is obviously someone that Texas fans should be really excited to have. I don't think we necessarily need to say one Aaliyah is better than the other. I think they both fit into their systems very well. If Aaliyah Crump was being asked to carry the load that Aaliyah Chavez is being asked to carry, maybe she wouldn't be as productive. But, on Sunday, she's able to come off the bench, give this team a really good spark as she kind of works her way back from injury. And there's a reason why she's a top 5 player in her class. There's a reason why she was starting at the beginning of the season before she got hurt, and she showed it. And Texas should be glad that she's getting healthy and that she's kind of getting back up to speed, because down the stretch, they're going to need performances like that, whether she's coming off the bench or if she's starting and Justice is coming off the bench. They're going to need both those players to contribute if they're going to make a run this postseason.
Texas has the depth to play any style of ball that you want to play. And Oklahoma chose to play an inside-out game, which fit right into what Texas wants to do defensively anyway. Like a lot of teams, Danny, do you think that they go into it knowing, okay, this is Texas' strength, we're going to try them against their strength, or we're just going to go and try to do something else?
I mean, I think I don't think Oklahoma was necessarily trying to, play against a Texas strength. I think Oklahoma was just trying to play their game. I mean, their game is Aaliyah Chavez, their game is Peyton Verhulst. Reagan Beers had an all right game. 10 and 11 wasn't terrible, but they can play a little bit inside as well. But that's a game. College basketball is kind of a guard-dominated sport, and you can start with the UCLA. I mean, UCLA has an All-American center, but they got most of their work done with their guards. And fortunately for Texas, is they have a bunch of good perimeter defenders. And when you have a Rory Harmon, when you have Jordan Lee kind of making the strides she's made defensively, Madison Booker doing the same thing, I mean, that takes away a lot of strengths for a lot of teams. So unless some of these players are going to, unless some of these teams are also going to grow some 6'6", 6'7" girls down there to pound in the paint, Texas is going to have an advantage. And even, if that's the case, I mean, Texas does have some, depth in the post with Kyla and Brea, and I guess Justice kind of fits in that equation too, even though she's 6'1". I think Texas defensively can pretty much kind of match up with pretty much any kind of offense that is thrown at them.
We're talking to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis and check out some of his work at, what is it, hookem.com.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about this morning. I was thinking about the intro you're going to give me, and I'm kind of surprised you didn't say, check out Danny Davis at statesman.com, read his work. And while you're there, maybe go check out the high school page and go check out the high school boys athlete of the week poll. And maybe there's a certain basketball player at Hendrickson High. Like while you're there, while you're perusing, you can click, give him a vote, give the Hawks some love. He averaged like 16 points last week or something in 2 districts.
Were you in here this morning, Danny, and I didn't know?
And maybe you can just peruse statesman.com and get all your work done while you're on the website.
I try to be kind of chill.
He's trying to be modest.
Except for on social media. Then I'll post it on social media for everybody to go and vote. But while you're there, go ahead and vote for the athlete.
You're DJ Hard to vote.
I wanted to ask you this, too, because as we get closer and closer, and you know as well as I do, February leads to March, and March leads to the madness of the season. Texas is getting these challenges with these ranked wins again. I think it'll be hard for them not to be one of the top 4 seeds at the end of the season, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't say that at all. I mean, if they lose this week, LSU has 2 wins over them.
Yeah.
LSU's kind of 5 and kind of in that equation too. I mean, I think Texas probably still has some work to do. Texas definitely has an impressive resume. I think, it's kind of UConn at the top, and then there's probably like 5, maybe 6 teams kind of arguing for the next few slots, because LSU is going to have a case, especially if they beat Texas or make a run in the SEC tournament. Vanderbilt's kind of lurking there. Vanderbilt has a chance to beat Texas, and definitely, they've beaten LSU this year, and they have a chance to make a run in the SEC tournament. So I mean, there's kind of a grouping of teams that probably could make an run. Texas kind of controls their destiny. I think if they take care of LSU and don't kind of stumble against one of these unranked teams down the road and do fine in the SEC tournament, it's going to be tough to argue against a team that already has 7 ranked wins. But this LSU game, I think, is going to be kind of key, because if they lose that game, it'd be tough for me to argue for Texas over an LSU team that went 2-0 against them when it comes to seeding. But you could also say, hey, Texas has beat UCLA, handed UCLA their only loss. They've beaten South Carolina. So, I mean, obviously there's probably cases to be made for everyone except for UConn to drop down to that 2 line. But Texas controls their own destiny. They get it done. If they take care of business, they'll be a 1 seed.
Danny, to go back to the women, we saw Coach Vic lose it. I mean, he went full Bobby Knight this week. What is he going to have to do to get the officials to just make the right calls? Like, we're not asking, I say we, they're not asking you to give them preferential treatment, but just make the right calls. What is Coach Vic going to have to do?
It's basketball. I mean, to be honest, I thought that was a little overblown. Vic was correct in the sense that I don't think that was a foul on Justice Carlton. But guess what? There's terrible calls in every single basketball game. I'm sure Jenny was complaining the entire time on the other bench about calls that she didn't like. If you want to, see theatrics, watch this Thursday to see who's throwing a bigger temper tantrum, Vic or Kim, because both of them are going to have some issue with some call that is made during the game. That's just what happens in basketball. It happens in life. I mean, I'm sure I've said 26 things that have been wrong on this call alone. I mean, people are human. They make mistakes. And
not you.
No. I've screwed up a time or two in my life. I just ask my wife. But it's life. I don't think there's going to be a perfect game ever called. I don't think there's anything that can do theatrics wise. It's gonna make a ref call a perfect game. But that's his way of kind of letting the refs know that he's definitely in there, definitely paying attention, and I guess expressing his displeasure. But I don't think you can ask a ref to call a perfect game, because there's going to be a coach on the opposing bench being like, why aren't you calling a perfect game for us? I mean, I think if we went to the SEC and asked for the grading for that game, I'm sure there was calls that went both teams' ways that were not correct.
I'd like to have my videographer record about 10 instances where Kyla Oldacre is getting hacked like Shaq and there's no calls made. So I'm with Coach Vic.
So let me ask you this, Danny, before we let you go. Rory Harmon has an opportunity in her illustrious career. She's 11 assists away from the 900 mark. She's 2 steals away from becoming the all-time steals leader. And she is going to be the only player in NCAA history to have over 1,500 points, 900 assists, 340 steals, and 600 boards. When her career is all done, how do you think people in college basketball are going to view Rory Harmon? Not just Texas people, but college basketball.
Rory's legacy is kind of tricky. I'd say the same thing for Madison as well at this point, because I think winning a championship matters.
Yep.
And you look at the 3 numbers that are retired inside the Moody Center for the women's basketball program. All of them were on one team. That was that 86 team. There's no numbers up for the 2003 team. There's been some players who've come through here, where there was a Ariel Atkins, a Charlie Collier. Their numbers aren't going to go up there. Texas seems to favor its winners, and Texas is, under Rory, just hasn't gotten it done yet. And that's not a knock on her. That's not a knock on the team. But I think in order to be kind of, with those greats, it's nice to have the stats. And obviously this is, Rory's been a spectacular player for this team, who's done a lot of great things. But I think you kind of need that championship to, get your name up in the rafters, to be kind of considered one of the greats across the nation. I mean, look at the whole Caitlin Clark discussion. I mean, that's the big knock against her, and why a lot of people won't put her in the GOAT conversation despite her highlights, despite her stats, because she didn't win a title. And I think that's a fair argument to make against her. So Rory still has one great opportunity. I think this Texas team is as good as any in the country to get that championship. And if she gets that championship, then I think no one's ever going to wear that 3 again. And I think that there's going to be conversations across the country about where she kind of stands with those great point guards and of the last couple decades. But I think she needs that title first.
I like it. There he is, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman, where you can find all his work at statesman.com. And while you're over there, don't be afraid to go cast a couple votes for DJ Hardge as the Male Athlete of the Week.
DJ.
By Thomas J. Henry. Appreciate you, my man, as always.
See y'all.
There he is, Danny Davis. Coming up next, there's some news in the NFL that won't go away, and it is trending towards, no, you're not getting there. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Texas basketball is back on the hardwood, and AM 1300 The Zone is your home for every bucket.
How about poke for 3? How about it?
Every dunk.
Now drives, baseline, goes up with a two-handed jam. Oh, what a throwdown.
Every heart-stopping moment.
Come on, drives in, off the glass. Good. It's good. Here's Taylor, 2 seconds. Launches from midcourt. Off the rim, no good. Texas wins the game.
All season long on The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Still working that accident. Left shoulder is blocked. This is going to be 183 southbound at Capitol Texas Highway. Stop and go traffic now back from McNeil Drive, about a 7-minute delay. Also, the right lane is still blocked. This is going to be 130 Toll Road northbound at FM 969. Other than that, the usual slowdowns in the areas. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hot deals and super low prices on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app. Ends April 18th. Visit staples.com/print for details.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Be on the air in just 48 hours. Visit winwithiheart.com. That's winwithiheart.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This ain't pop. This ain't pretty. This is Southern hospitality. The Black Crows, Whiskey Myers, blues-soaked guitars, outlaw swagger. Rock and roll the way it was meant to be. Loud, raw, and real. The Southern Hospitality Tour. The Black Crows. Whiskey Myers. May 17th, Moody Center. Tickets on sale Friday, February 6th at 10 a.m. at livenation.com.
Celebrate your special someone at Whole Foods Market with the ingredient standards they deserve. Get baked treats with no bleached or bromated flour and no FD&C synthetic dyes like Red No. 3. Find yellow sales signs and make the night sizzle with savings on caviar, New York strip steak, and more. Don't forget to find the perfect bouquet and those romantic chocolate dip strawberries. Taste the love all month at Whole Foods Market.
Spice up the big game with a hot box from Dave's Hot Chicken.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Coffee Shop Radio, acoustic rock, and the greatest singer-songwriters of the 90s to now.
All night, come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
And Coffee Shop Radio goes commercial-free every weekend.
We're going down, around.
Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Coffee Shop Radio, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
Free never sounded so good.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. Danny Davis, Austin, American States. That's a big city. About Texas women's basketball. They get ready to take on the number 5 ranked LSU Tigers, 21-2, 7-2 in the SEC versus the number 4 Texas Longhorns, 21-2 and 6-2. And one of those 2 losses came at the hands of the LSU Tigers. Thursday night, 8 p.m. at the Moody Center. You'll hear from Vic Schaefer tomorrow as we have our media availability with him, recapping what we saw against Oklahoma, but of course, breaking it all down as LSU comes into town. Mark, it continues. And what is that you say? The people not getting into the Hall of Fame. It was announced yesterday that Robert Kraft was not going to make it into the Hall of Fame on his first try after we argued about Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame on his first try. But here's where it gets a little bit different for me. And it's really, really simple. When you start to look at this team and who they are, the organization as a whole, Robert Kraft has 6 Super Bowl championships. He has 10 AFC championships. He's 36-16 as a playoff owner. He's been the owner for the Patriots for over 32 years. Jerry Jones has 3 Super Bowls, 3 NFC championships. He has a playoff record as the owner of 16-5. He's been the Cowboys owner for 37 years. Yet Jerry was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2017. Now, when you look at that, you're like, why is Robert Kraft not in there? For the same reason you could say, why is Bill Belichick not in there? But their quarterback, Tom Brady, spoke on both his head coach and the owner not being in the Hall of Fame, and it's looking like he may not have that opportunity to get in there as well.
To me, it's not a matter, just like Bill, of if they're going to get in. It's just when they're going to get in.
Right.
They're tremendous at what they've done in the league. And maybe it's not trending so well for expatriates. Maybe I should be a little concerned here. But, I think at some point this thing is going to go in everybody's direction the right way.
It's interesting because Tom Brady realizes that being the guy that was the quarterback for this team, part of Deflategate, part of Spygate, and now he is not going to be, and that audio is courtesy of the Colin Cowherd show. The funny part about it, though, Mark, is Robert Kraft has been the owner of the team with 3 different quarterbacks that have taken them to the Super Bowl, with 3 different head coaches that has taken them to the Super Bowl. What's up with that?
I had to clear my throat because this is going to be strong.
Uh-oh.
I told you.
Oh, my God.
That's the case. None of the Patriots are getting in on the first ballot. It's a conspiracy. And I don't have any fact that they've inclusion, but it is. They have conspired against the Patriots to put a tarnishing, to put an asterisk by them getting into the Hall of Fame. Tom knows they're going to get in, but we're going to put this mark, the scarlet letter, on your getting in. Tom's not going to get in. Gronk is not going to get in. There's several other defensive players that probably won't get in first ballot.
Dude, I don't think Gronk has as much dirt as Tom and
But
Kraft.
he was on the team.
He was on the team.
Deflategate, and he was on the team.
Not for Spygate though.
No, he was not. But he was on the Deflategate. He was catching deflated balls. It was easier to catch.
But he wasn't. Never mind.
So let me ask you this. Tell me the purpose of that.
Because the Patriots were Michael Jordan. They were so good.
Why are you, not you, but why do they say, we're not going to let you in on first ballot, but you can get in next year? That's the dumbest thing ever.
It's dumb. It is dumb. I'm on your side.
That's what I'm saying.
But I know idiots when I see them. Can't pull the wool over my eyes. I know a dummy when I see one. They want to make sure that there's an asterisk by it. And that's the people voting and all of the, just like all the owners got together and did the thing against Shadur. It's very easy to do. Hey, they're not getting my vote. What about you? Nah, they're not getting my vote either. Hey, we need to spread the word. That's what they're doing.
It just makes no sense.
They cheated. They shouldn't get in on the first ballot. That's the way. That's what everybody's done to them. Bless their hearts.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
So ridiculous. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. Super Bowl week. And we will talk all about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Football's biggest stage is set, and now you can legally trade game day props on Kalshi. One of the wildest markets? What will be the first song performed at halftime? Monaco is trading at 5%, meaning a $100 trade pays out $2,000 if that's the first beat to drop. No house, no sportsbook, just a live market where odds shift and you can trade all night long. Download the Kalshi app, use the code PODCAST to get $20 when you trade 100. KALSHI, Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Hosting game day but fumbling the shopping list? Good news. Specs has the perfect play. Ice cold beer in the backfield, bold bourbon out wide, and savory snacks going deep. No need for a Hail Mary. Specs has you covered with a legendary selection and prices so low, your wallet will do the end zone dance. So before kickoff, be the MVP. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Friday, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
You want the vibe of a drink, that warm, smooth little kick, but you also want to wake up tomorrow as a functioning adult. That's where RK comes in. ARKAY, Zero Proof. It's the world's first zero proof spirits brand. They've created the warm molecule. So it's a patented way to give you that familiar warmth and dopamine-driven feel-good moment you expect from a drink without a single drop of alcohol. For 14 years, they perfected more than 28 alcohol-free spirits. All 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 regrets. No hangovers, no bad decisions. It's the perfect time to enjoy the same flavors and traditions while staying true to what matters most, feeling good and living a full life. Whether you're hosting, toasting, or cheering on your favorite team, RK Zero Proof lets you celebrate without compromise. Join the revolution at rkzeroproof.com. rkzeroproof.com.
Hey, Sarah. Heard about your car accident. You okay?
Well, let's see. My car's toast, my neck's a pretzel, and the insurance guy ghosted me faster than my ex. So, peachy.
Remind me why you haven't called Thomas J. Henry Law yet.
Calling an attorney is weird to me.
Yeah, you should totally trust insurance who profits from underpaying you.
I'm picking up on your sarcasm.
You need to pick up the phone and dial Thomas J. Henry Law.
Car accident? Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Sports lives on the iHeartRadio app, the home of the Super Bowl 60 tailgate concert presented by NetApp. Big game coverage, the Winter Olympics from Milan, NBC's official audio partner, Fox Sports Radio, ESPN, and sports betting. Search sports on the free iHeartRadio app and listen now.
Hey, America, we need to have a little talk. I don't know if you've noticed, but we got a lot of food in this country. A lot of peaches, a lot of corn, a lot of apples, a lot of everything. We've got so much food that we can't even eat it all. So if we got all this extra food, how are 17 million kids in America struggling with hunger? I just don't get it. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and gets it to the hungry kids who need it. They can get you food even if you live in Idaho or Alaska or somewhere crazy like that. This isn't complicated. We got extra food and we've got hungry kids. Feeding America's done the math. Now it's your turn. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org. I know you got internet on your phone, so what are you waiting for? We can't do it without your help. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Mike Hardball Hard, WWE Hall of Famer and world's strongest man, the Mark Henry.
That's right.
We've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. In hour number 1, we've got a chance to listen and hear from Coach Sean Miller after their victory last night, 84-75 after a slow start over South Carolina. Dalen Swain continues to be playing at a first-team All-SEC clip. We got some help from Cam Heide, and Tremont Mark continues to ball out as well. We also talked about the NBA trade deadlines. James Harden on his way to Cleveland. Look out, strip clubs. He is on his way. And we got a chance to wrap with our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American
Man, he just like to go get wings. Leave that dude alone.
Yeah, that's good. I appreciate that. I like good wings.
I like to ask James Harden, where are the best wings in the country?
In the adult restaurants?
No, just period. I mean, he's an expert now.
Because he's had so many.
Because he's been out there in them streets so long. He's anybody knows, he's a connoisseur of wings.
No doubt. It is Super Bowl week, and Mark, we'll talk about it at 8:17. We will talk about what is one of the foods that you have to have during the Super
You
Bowl.
have to have it. You can't watch a game without that.
Right. But the Patriots and the Seahawks, we talked about the quarterback position and what the expectations are. But you also have to look at who they are as a defense. You know, you look across, both of these coaches are defensive-minded coaches. When you look at Mike Vrabel and you look at Mike McDonald, both of these guys engineer some great defenses. So Sam Darnold and Drake May were asked at their media availabilities, what are the challenges these defenses will give you on Sunday?
There are two defenses that are taking the field on Sunday that can absolutely dominate the game. Can you give me 20 seconds each about facing the opponent's defense?
Yeah, an incredible defense. Just the scheme, first and foremost. It's a great scheme, but the players, they make it come to life. And you see that on tape. I enjoy watching their defense play. And it's been funny, usually you can watch a defense every now and then, and, you might have some crossover, but there's been no crossover this year with us, playing any common opponents as the Patriots. And so it's been really fun, the past week or so, getting to dive into this defense and just how fast they are and how great of scheme they have. It's been really fun to watch.
And Drake, this Seattle defense, number one in the NFL by a lot of metrics. How much is your work cut out for you on Sunday?
Yeah, they're here for a reason. They play well all year long. They're well coached. They're in the right spot. They do a lot of great things on defense, great players, and they're great at all three levels. So we have a really tough challenge on Sunday, and I look forward to a tough challenge.
Oh, so both of these teams know what the challenge is going to be. Both defenses can fly to the football. The matchups are going to be good. Both sides, both secondary players on the corners. When you look at Witherspoon and Woodland, what's his name? The kid from San Antonio, from UTSA. He's the big corner for Seattle. And then you look at what Christian Dawkins brings on the other side, or Christian Gonzalez on the other side. Texas kid from the state of Texas, going to be making plays. What is the matchup that you see in the secondary on both sides of the ball?
Man, the game is going to be won on first and second downs. What defenses are going to be able to get just a little bit of yards to make third downs manageable?
Yeah.
Because like the first and second down, they're going to try to run the ball. You know it. They're going to hit them with a few play actions to keep them honest. But whoever could draw up the best defensive run schemes is going to win the game. And whoever's not going to give the ball to the other team is going to win. So you have to devise a plan where you don't turn the ball over, but you still play the hits. And both of these teams have done that all season. They've been able to play the hits.
Yeah.
And it's worked well, but now it's time for the end. Somebody's got to win. And when you say, you ask me, like, what is going to be the X factor, like Jackson Smith and Jigma is not unstoppable.
He's pretty close.
But he's very close. Man,
he's pretty close.
Like, you see that catch he made in the last game?
Which
hand,
one?
Yeah.
Oh,
running out of bounds. The ball never moved.
He just snatched it.
Yeah, like a suction cup or something.
Yeah. And the dude's name is Tariq Woolen from San Antonio. Yeah, he's the one.
I would say that would be my answer.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigma is going to be the X factor in this game. If you can limit him getting the ball, which this season I did see him deny him the ball.
Yeah.
They just bracketed him and said, beat us with somebody else. And they lost their game.
Both of these teams have some playmakers on the outside. You look at what the Patriots have been able to do, and as I said, you're going to go up against Tariq Woolen, and Kobe Bryant is in that secondary. He's been doing well, the kid from Kansas. And you start looking around and you say, all right, who's going to make a play? Well, they featured Cooper Kupp 2 weeks ago when they were winning that game. Cooper Kupp made plays, got a touchdown. Sam Darnold feels comfortable with him. Kenneth Walker ran the ball well. And you were talking about managing first and second down, trying to get to a place where you can make some moves. Look, this team, both of these teams, you get to this point by being clutch too. you have moments. Both teams are 14-3 on the regular season. 14-3 going into this and finding ways to get it done. And speaking of 14-3, that means that they played 17 games. And while they've been at the NFL, while they've been at the Super Bowl, they've been having meetings. And one of the things that was proposed was that 18-game season. And the NFL Players Association was like, not so fast, my friends.
They cost players pay, they can shorten careers, they can diminish lifetime earnings. And when your average career is already 3 to 4 years, that becomes something that is existential. So the 18th game is not casual for us. It's a very serious issue. It's something that comes out of negotiations, and nothing will move forward until players have the opportunity to account for all of those factors, take that into consideration, and then through negotiations, agree or not to the 18th game. But as it stands right now, players have been very clear. They don't have any appetite for it.
Wow, no way. And you mentioned Kobe Bryant. That's the number one guy on the Dallas Cowboys free agent list.
The secondary coach.
Secondary. If that coach wants him, he said he'll be the guy that can tell everybody what to do. And they're going to go linebacker, cornerback in the draft. That's the word on the street.
Well, I was going to give you your props because I saw an article the other day that was talking about the Cowboys possibly making a trade to go up and get Downs.
Yeah.
At least
that was another scuttlebutt thing.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. But
they want secondary bad.
They need it. I mean, they need it bad.
So if you can get Downs and Kobe, yeah.
Man, we are talking about the Cowboys.
They're gonna disappoint us. I'm already set up for my disappointment.
Coming up next, what is your go-to food of choice during the Super Bowl? Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
In their inaugural season in the SEC, the Texas Longhorns made history.
For the first time in 22 years, the Texas women are headed for the Final Four.
Now, they're back to finish what they started.
To the hoop, and she scores! And she scores!
Harmon will hoist it from half court and makes it. Listen to Texas women's basketball all season long on 1300 The Zone. Your home for the Horns.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. That's bonus. Enter it now.
Ready? AM 1300 The Zone.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Still working that wreck, 183 southbound at Oak Knoll Drive. 2 left lanes are blocked. Stop and go traffic now back from Texas 183. It's about a 30-minute delay right now. Accident blocking the right lane, 130 Toll Road, northbound at FM 969. Also, an accident reported 290 at George Bush Street. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
It's only natural. You see these golfers mistaking the True Green lawns for an actual golf course. Have you noticed that?
Come on.
No, I'm serious. They're the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour, so they know what it takes to get golf course quality lawns.
So you're saying we could host a tournament out back?
Hey, yeah, I guess we can. Get your own golf course quality lawn at truegreen.com. Truegreen.com. Let the pros handle the lawn. Just don't be surprised when golfers show up.
iHeartRadio and NBC Sports bring you Two Guys, Five Rings.
Two Guys, Five Rings. Wow. We're your hosts. I'm Matt Rogers. I'm Bowen Yang.
One essential podcast for the 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy.
Milan Cortina. They're actually making the huge mistake of sending us there.
The most expansive Winter Olympics ever.
Follow Two Guys, Five Rings and start listening on the free iHeartRadio app today.
Listen to the Two Guys, Five Rings podcast on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free original stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Cross Country. Cross Country is the sound of Americana, blending country, rock, and America's greatest songwriters. Bob Dylan and Bonnie Raitt to Chris Stapleton and Zach Bryan. Open the free iHeartRadio app, search Cross Country, and listen now. Free never sounded so good.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Hook 'em horns.
Right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We're going to have a little bit of fun today because it is a big week. It is Super Bowl week. We are on the downside of the week. It's hump day. Well, it's downside for some people because it depends on when you start your week. It depends. Some of y'all may be just now going to work. We'll see what happens. But for us, we're on the downside of the week, and it is time for us to
wind it down.
Well, Mark is a connoisseur of all things food. He's got a palate like no other. He loves to talk about the food. So, Mark, I want you to give me a couple of items that are your go-to for Super Bowl or just watching the game.
It's all starters.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a burger, a meal. Like I don't want a meal.
Okay.
Anybody that does like a 7-layer dip with some really homemade fresh chips, like if you go buy them.
Whoa. Homemade chips, dog?
I said you don't have to.
Okay.
Even if you go buy them.
Okay.
Go buy some really good tortilla chips for that bean dip, that cheese, cilantro, that You know I told you I was a Blaxican. Secondly, I know you're going to say something about this. That's why I had to pause a little bit. I like the pigs in a blanket.
Oh.
With the honey mustard sauce.
Yeah.
Little dip.
Yeah.
Some not the beanie weenies, but the
the real ones. I got you.
Like those. Thirdly, you got to have something sweet. And during the Super Bowl, a sundae.
What?
Yeah, man. Like if you have like a little setup, we pull the ice cream out with some whipped cream and cherries and butterscotch sauce, chocolate sauce.
I just noticed something.
Strawberry sauce.
He's touching every taste bud.
Exactly. That's what. That's
Hey,
why I said
don't it
his
hit you though?
palate.
Don't it?
It's his
Tell
palate.
me you don't like what I'm saying though.
I'm not doing the ice cream deal. I'll do some cookies or I'll do a brownie or something like that. I'll do something that you could just grab. I don't want to be sitting there going and get a brain freeze, Mark.
I'm up for ice cream with the brownie, the hot brownie with the ice cream melting on it.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, Marcus, yeah.
There y'all go. Hercules.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you mine.
Okay, here we go.
My wife does a great job on her bacon wrapped jalapenos.
I ain't mad at that.
That's pick it up, go sit down, watch the game, eat that, just be chilling.
Sweating.
Yeah, hot. Hot. I can do nachos or queso. That's always good.
Come on,
you
man.
You can put, ground beef, some chicken, whatever. You can do that. Sliders. It can be any kind of slider. She makes these ham and cheese sliders on the Hawaiian rolls.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It slaps. Wings, of course. Wings can never go wrong. Lemon pepper for me. Kids love hot. They love hot stuff. I'm like, lemon pepper is where I go. And those pinwheels with the tortilla wrapped, and it's got cream cheese, lettuce, some little not celery, but like jalapenos in there chopped up as well. They're so good.
You just sparked Mark's interest. You seen his face when you said that?
I had to sit back because I never heard of it. I never heard of it.
And of course,
but when you invite me over, I know.
Then of course, I do like the pigs in the blanket. Because those are one of those things that is real.
Yeah, you just
easy.
grab it and go.
Yeah, you grab it and go.
You don't want to miss nothing. Marcus, come on now. Don't disappoint Marcus.
It's really similar to.
We know you from Houston. If you say something like
you want me to say crawfish,
oxtails or boiled crawfish ball
with a beer ball.
Yeah, I remember.
You know what? While you playing, that is a thing my family used to do all the times for the Super Bowl, crawfish brawl, and we just go at it. But yeah, that's one thing. Yes, I know. But pigs in a blanket. Some finger foods are perfect. Some I can pay attention to the game with and just grab and go. Put something on a plate. Some nachos, some good nacho queso cheese or something like that. Yeah. So it's similar to you guys.
We're actually pretty similar.
Yeah, right? It's very similar, except for the crawfish.
Except I like desserts.
I like cookies. Like, I'm going to try to get some of Justin's Carlton. She's got her own business now.
No, she don't.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a support.
Yes. I'm gonna get some today, as a matter of fact. I'm ordering some today because it takes about 3 to 7 days. But she got a big game tomorrow, so I don't want to mess with her.
I don't want to mess with her.
I want her to be locked in. Our guy, Ike, who always has been a loyal listener forever, P1, as we like to call him, he said Little Smokies, buffalo chicken dip, guacamole, cream cheese, and sausage stuffed peppers. And this is one that kind of throws me off. I'm going to have to look this one up. What's a funeral sandwich? Is that because you put so much meat on there, you're going to have a heart attack?
I have no idea what a funeral sandwich is. That's new to me.
Yeah. And
that's very rare.
I
That's
was just about
something, man. Every culture I know
just
food.
About to say, I don't know.
I may not be a smart man, but I know food.
All right. So I got the funeral sandwich recipe right here. You bake these sandwiches, you brush them with mustard, poppy seed, butter for incredible flavor. You need thinly sliced ham, Swiss cheese. Oh, these are the same thing.
It's a Cuban.
That's what mine is. That's the
slider.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we've been doing that and not even knowing.
I didn't even know what it was called.
I thought you invented something.
I didn't know it was funeral. But yeah, so I look forward to this time. They did a list.
I just figured out why they call it a funeral sandwich.
Why?
Because it kills.
Hey man, make sure you mark that.
Hey,
make sure you
put
mark
that down.
For Mark.
Oh my God. That down.
Some of the other tailgate food that is out there. They call it tailgate tots, where you can make it into a little bowl. Those look pretty cool. You said it about the 7-layer dip. That's always a big hit when you start to think about. So here's how the pinwheel sandwiches are created. You get tortillas, ranch-flavored mayonnaise, sliced cheese, deli meats, and lettuce. That's what you put in and you just make it into a circle and you cut them.
Oh, I have seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what they call a pinwheel.
Pinwheel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Are you a big egg roll type of person during the Super Bowl? Because basically what you need is finger foods.
Yeah.
Taquitos, those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just grab those, heat them up, be good to go.
Yeah.
Loaded baked potatoes.
No.
Oh, you not one of them?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I like them, but not for the Super Bowl.
Not for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's a mess.
Fried pickles.
Not for the Super Bowl.
What? Don't you order fried pickles every time we go somewhere?
Not all the time, but sometimes.
How many times? Like when they on the menu?
Like when they on the menu?
So yeah. How do you feel about bacon wrapped zucchini?
I've never had that.
I've never had zucchini because I don't like zucchini. No, I don't get down with that, man. I don't get down with that.
You don't like Italian food then?
I do. I like Italian food.
Because like zucchini is a feature.
Have you ever noticed that I pull stuff out of my food?
I do.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah,
picky.
absolutely. I'm picky when it comes to
I didn't
certain
even
things.
think about that.
I don't eat tomatoes.
And you make sounds, you're like, Like, who does that? You get a plate of food and then you look over and no.
It's like going to pick up something from my aunt. She just tells me no this, no that. I'm like, do you just want meat and bread?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Meat and potatoes.
Hey,
Meat and potatoes.
that sound like my kids. I want mayonnaise and lettuce. I don't want nothing else on the sandwich.
Yeah. You got to make sure you understand what's popping. And that's not it.
How do you eat a sandwich without like tomato and onion on it though?
With the meat, the cheese, and whatever dressing I want to put on there. Yeah. I'll put a lettuce on there. Lettuce.
It's not technically
I like
a
lettuce.
sandwich, really.
I like lettuce. Does that throw it off?
No, I like lettuce. I mean, it's just that why would you not like tomato?
You like onions too?
I do love onions.
I knew it.
I made onion soup last
I got that in common with Mark. I put everything on it, man.
No,
put everything on it.
No, I'm good. Yeah, put it on there. I'm gonna see how quick.
But you're gonna be over there like, no.
Hey, make sure when you bring mine out, make sure it's open face. I'll do all the dressing that I need on
people in their cars right now going, yeah, man, I gotta make sure I get some 7-layer dip for the.
When we come back,
you're welcome, guys.
It's the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Well, good news. The road is cleared from debris. This was on the Mopac northbound at Loop 360, so that's good news. Also, an accident reported 290 George Bush Street, and then finally 290 Toll Road westbound at Harris Branch Parkway. The left shoulder's blocked there. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash
cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Introducing True Earnings Checking from Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Earnings that are almost too good to be true. Earn 5% APY on balances up to $15,000. It's simple. Just deposit at least $1,500 in new money and make 15 debit card transactions each month. No minimum balance, no monthly fees. Even if you miss the requirements. Open your account online or at any of our 24 Austin area locations. Visit atfcu.org to learn more. Rates subject to change without notice. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you care about predictions, you care about props. And for the upcoming big game, nobody does props like BetOnline. For years, BetOnline has been providing big game markets, sharp odds, and player props built for fans who see the game before it happens. From the opening kickoff to the final whistle, BetOnline delivers live in-game action, instant updates, and in-game props. Prediction markets follow the conversation. BetOnline defines it. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Searching online for a car? When you call that dealership, your first question should be, are there any extra costs to the price on your website? At Henna Chevrolet, our answer will always be no. Their answer, you don't want to know. Shop surprise fee free with Henna, where the price you see is the price you get. Absolutely no addendums ever. You deserve honesty, and that's what we run on. Together, let's drive at henna.com.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, a mix of sun and clouds for your Wednesday, a high of 65. Clear tonight, a low of 38. Thursday, sunshine, a high in the low 70s. Tomorrow night's low, 46.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score major deals on top brands at Mattress Firm's President's Day sale. Find your dream mattress today. Their sleep experts are highly trained to find the right one to fit your unique needs. They make sleep easy.
And the winner of the iHeart Podcast Award is...
You can decide who takes home the 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards Podcast of the Year by voting at iHeartPodcastAwards.com now through February 22nd. See all the nominees and place your vote at iHeartPodcastAwards.com.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
The Craig Way Show, weekdays at 2.
You heard it. Not only does he eat, he's the world's strongest man in WWE Hall of Famer, but he also brings you his world's strongest take. Take it away, big fella.
Hard. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest take by the world. Just back then they didn't know. Now that I'm hot, yeah, they all on me. Yeah. I might need some sad music. Some low, sad music, because my world's strongest take is one that's going to make us a little gonna make us a little sad because one, we're gonna realize that we're getting older. But more than anything, we're gonna miss these people when they're no longer playing, and they're getting close because now we're starting to see the decline. And it's very rare that you have a career past 5 to 8 years in the NBA. Nevertheless, somebody that plays for 2 decades. We remember what it looked like when Kobe put it down. We remember when Kevin Garnett said, "You know what? I'm done." The Tim Duncans, the Karl Malones, Magics, Michael Jordans. It was a sad time. You remember? Like it, and we're on the prefaces of LeBron, of Chris Paul, Kyle Lowry, Al Horton, Mike Conley Jr., Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, the Lopez brothers. I mean, there's a ton of guys that are at that window now. And I see the future, but it doesn't take away the pain of seeing our stars be reserves now in the All-Star games and deserving to play in the All-Star game. Kevin Durant and LeBron James, they're deserving to play. They're still damn near unstoppable players. But we see the tread on the tires is almost gone, Hardge. My take is this, that after these next 2 seasons, we're going to see less of these guys, and it's going to be hard. What say you?
It is true. I mean, we're in a new day and time where we have to say goodbye to a lot of our superstars. Superstars, because they were stupid to stay this long. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
No, but it's to the point now where you start to look at, let's say LeBron, for example.
Yeah.
He's in as a reserve. It was just announced yesterday that Kawhi Leonard was the commissioner's choice to put into the NBA All-Star game. So there are moments where you start to understand that our childhood players, well, not our childhood because we're older, but some of the kids that have grown up with some of these named players. I was kind of shocked you put Al Horford in there.
Al Horford been really good for a long time.
For basketball fans.
18 years?
But for people, the casual fan that is trying to come into the game, they're going to be like, who is that dude?
Right.
But for us, we know.
But we know.
We know he's a national champion at Florida. We know that he's an NBA champion. He's done some things in the league, and he's still very effective for his role. Again, going back to our conversation about role players, he does what he's supposed to do as a role player. So watching the All-Star game and seeing some of these up-and-coming players is good. It's good for the younger kids and the younger generation. But the one thing that has kind of bothered me about the All-Star game is, when we were growing up, when you got named to an All-Star team, it was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
You were excited about it. Nowadays, these people could care less. You're messing up my day off. I'm out because I'm trying to recover from an injury that I did not have right after I got named to the All-Star team. There are moments where the appreciation of being named an All-Star has kind of faded away because those younger players, the ones that we always our kids are looking up to, they're now looking at them and saying, why isn't he playing in the game? Well, he decided he didn't want to do that no more.
I'm tending to notice, though, that for the All-Star game, that whole week, they're moving players around so much that it's exhausting them to play in the game. It's like they're doing too much during the week.
Well, and you're also trying to figure out, okay, what team is this guy on? Is he gonna show? Is he gonna go? how is this going to work when you start to look at the All-Star game? So to me, I'm thankful that we get a chance to see these guys, but who really watches it? You notice that we have not one time talked about the NFL Pro Bowl that was played last night? You didn't even know it was played last night, did you?
Yeah, I did. I saw. But I thought it was sad that there were 3 quarterbacks that declined to be a Pro Bowler because they were afterthoughts.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's like people are giving Shador crap because he
accepted.
Yeah.
No, I think that Shador did the right thing.
Yes.
It's a free trip.
Right.
Marcus says it's a free trip. I'm saying from the standpoint of you have that associated with your name forever. And I tell my kids all the time, hey, man, don't tarnish my name. I worked hard to make my name mean something.
Yeah.
And you should be doing the same thing. And they've done a pretty good job of that.
Yep.
But everybody needs to know that you're only as good as how people view you, and perception is reality. The way you're perceived is the way that people will judge you, even though the Bible says that you shouldn't judge. We know that we're mankind. We're not God. And the judgment is real.
Right.
So please don't do nothing to minimize my name or yours.
Right. Yeah. And again, the thought of being named to a game that is supposed to be fun and people are supposed to see your personality now.
Right.
This is an opportunity for have your name in the bright lights forever dawned that you were an all-star. Take it personal. I mean, not personal, but take it for what it's worth and enjoy the moment, because the time is going to come where your career is over.
And people are not going to be looking at you no more.
Exactly. Your name is changed.
It's a beauty contest, and it's only for so long.
Yes, because beauty fades. And as as Fred Sanford says, it is faded into the abyss because you gets no more kiss. You big dummy.
Oh, my God.
Another great take by the world's strongest male. When we come back, I got to get some information on what's happening tonight. That's right, big news, and the big man will be speaking. No. I'm not talking about Mark Henry. We'll talk about it right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300.
Oh, you tease.
And always free on that iHeartRadio app.
Now.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
We're Madison Square Garden. Well, Dick Vitale would come in. Craig, it's good to see you. How are you? It's awesome with a capital A. I think Rick Barnes has an outstanding team. I said, Dick, I appreciate the time. Thanks very much. Rick, it's great to see you. I hear Dan Schulman, who's doing the play-by-play, goes, you realize you just called Craig Rick? He goes, Craig, wait, you got to let me straighten it out. You got to give me another chance. Let me fix it.
Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Well, good news. The road is cleared from debris. This was on the Mopac northbound at Loop 360, so that's good news. Also, an accident reported 290 George Bush Street, and then finally 290 Toll Road westbound at Harris Branch Parkway. The left shoulder is blocked there. I'm Alan Craig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AirTasker.
Meet Kim. She runs a business and her to-do list never ends. With AirTasker, she posts a task, sets her budget, and hires help fast. From deliveries to repairs, taskers keep things running. Download the app or go to airtasker.com. AirTasker. Get anything done.
The game is on. Your friends are over and the snacks are ready. And in the cooler, you guessed it, ice cold Bud Light. Because nothing pairs with Texas basketball like a cold, refreshing Bud Light. Win or lose, it's always a good time with Bud Light. That's the official watch party. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas basketball. Bud Light, it's easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This winter, the world will be watching the best skaters chase their Olympic dreams. For your child, that dream could start right here at your local rink. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build strength, confidence, and courage, the same qualities that take athletes to the Olympic ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. This is where the journey begins. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com, because every champion starts with a first glide.
You know who's listening to the radio? Voters. Lots of them. So if you're running for office, this right here, great place to reach them. And it's not like social media where people are just swiping through ads. With radio, they're engaged. Plus, it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Friday, kick off the Winter Olympics in style with the opening ceremony from Italy.
Team USA, we are ready to roll.
Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on NBC and Peacock.
New year, new opportunities. Start 2026 by taking control of your financial future with Texit Coin, the cryptocurrency born in Texas for Texas. Fast, secure, and decentralized, Texit Coin is your chance to buy into freedom and innovation. Don't just make the resolution, make moves toward independence, growth, and real financial power. Visit TexitCoin.com today and join the Texas revolution in finance. Make this the year you lead, not follow. Texit Coin, where Texas meets tomorrow.
I can't do it today. I already have plans. Something came up. There are a million reasons to put off a cancer screening, but one reason to keep it. Early detection can save lives. Every screening, every result, every early detection matters. At Pfizer, we're fighting against cancer, aiming for 8 cancer breakthroughs by 2030. Join the fight against cancer and get screened at Pfizerforall.com/screenings.
Spice up the big game with a hot box from Dave's Hot Chicken.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Hardge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
The morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300. Make Hardball hard, world champion here, Henry. And of course, we have our guy, Mark. Make sure you're locked in to the station all day. Plus, we will have Dan Patrick live from the radio road, followed by Colin Cowherd, and of course, the voice of the Texas Longhorns, our guy, Craig Way, and Jay Herman, followed by Bucky and BK. The new show right here on Sports Radio 1300. So, also a special shout out to our guy, Martin, that he was okay. He was involved in a car accident yesterday, but he's fine. Talked to him last night. He's able to move around, but I told him, you going to be sore this morning, buddy. So hopefully he's doing okay. We'll check on him a little bit later. But, of course, listen to the voice of the Texas Longhorns, our guy, Craig Way, this afternoon, as he'll be previewing or reviewing the game against South Carolina as the Texas men get the W, and then talking about LSU coming into town. You'll also hear from Vic Schaefer and Sean Miller about yesterday's game and, of course, previewing tomorrow's matchup between number 5 LSU and number 4 Texas Longhorns. All right, Mark, I wanted to talk to you about this because I think it's interesting that tonight our guy, athletic director, CDC, Chris Del Conte, will have his town hall meeting involving all of the folks and asking all of the questions, answering all the questions that are being asked about the University of Texas when it comes to athletics. So one of the biggest things that is going to be talked about, I believe, is the state of college football, not college football, but college athletics as a whole. What is Texas doing to stay up to date with all the latest that's going on? But I believe that they're also going to talk about the renovations for all of the sports facilities. When you think about swimming and diving, when you think about volleyball is still playing in Gregory Gym. This is one of the top programs that are there. Even though Gregory Gym is a great and a great home court advantage, this is a good team, so you want to upgrade.
I squatted 900 pounds the first time in Gregory Gym. Like, there's a lot of memories in that place.
Well, go in there and see if you can get a weight bar when you leave.
Stop it. Stop it. You stop it.
Go see if you can get a
everything
weight bar
has been
there.
moved out of there and into DL8.
Yeah. So they're making some adjustments to what and where they're going to be upgrading for the team. We heard yesterday when we had Texas women's softball coach Mike White on. They added 300 more seats at the softball field, which is great because now you got a national champion team. A lot of people have grown with softball. We talked about how many games are going to be on ESPN. We got Texas baseball that are making renovations. They made renovations in right field. So they had the Yeti yard in left field. It looks like they're putting a Yeti yard in right field so people can have that experience of being at the ball game without actually having to come inside the ballpark. So there is opportunities there for this place, but I think that is going to be one of the big discussions that they are going to have about the renovations here on the 40 acres. And of course, all of the success that the sports program, from swimming and diving to golf to rowing, they have done a lot of great stuff sports-wise. And so I believe that
you threw me off for a second there.
They might have an equestrian team. I don't know. They might. If they do, they winning. So it is what it is. So I'm interested to see what Chris Del Conte has to say about all of those things.
What is the building that's being built across from basketball, right next to swimming and diving, that all that construction right there by the basketball?
To be honest with you, I think that's where the volleyball place is going to be.
Wow. That area right there is beautiful.
Yeah, I think that is where everything is going up. So you start looking at this program nationally, right? Like, you're in the SEC. It was time for upgrades. You got the beautiful Moody Arena and Moody Center, and everybody's in there, and it's live, and the energy in the building is off the roof. We had somebody hit us on the text line and was saying the energy and the mood was so electric on Sunday. Well, it's going to be even more electric tomorrow. So you see the benefits of that. You see what they're doing at baseball, SEC championship, softball, national championship, volleyball, getting to the semifinals, tennis continuing. You got that new tennis center across the street. Don't forget the new practice facility. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the practice facility for the football team because they're moving away from the bubble.
Oh, okay.
So there's just so much that is happening on the 40 acres, and there's a lot to be proud of. You think about the partnership with Human. Yeah. That is something that has been good. You see it. They drew it. They spray painted it on the baseball field, getting ready for alumni weekend, getting ready for a baseball season.
What's going to be done with the Irwin Center property?
Oh, they're building another part for the
hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all their business over there now. So, I mean,
it's beautiful over there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And you're not going to be able to find a plot of land that, awesome and close and downtown anywhere else.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to tear something down just like they did the Irving Center.
So it's funny too, because now that I mean, not now, I've been doing it for a while, but when I drive around the city, I look around and I'm like,
what is this?
Yes. Or where did that go?
Yeah, where did it? Bro, I do that all the time. Like, where am I?
Yeah, I don't recognize half of these places that I've been driving to.
East 6th Street, I don't recognize no more.
Yeah, that I normally have been driving in.
Yeah, I drive through downtown and you hit East 6th Street, you cross over Lamar and you go, where did all this come from?
Yeah. Yeah. So it has been an interesting point of view. So we will have some of what we hear from tonight from Chris Del Conte. We'll have some of that tomorrow as he continues to let people know where this Texas program is headed and what more can we do to help out, keep building.
There's going to be a lot of money talk too, I bet.
Oh, he got his hand out. He's going to pass a church offering.
A collection plate
around for everybody to donate. We don't want the ones that jingle. We prefer the ones that
fold.
For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm a Hardball Hardge. Make sure you stay locked in all day long to AM 1300 The Zone, your home for everything Texas, and most importantly, for sports talk in Austin. Once again, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Hey, it's Bobby Bones. You think you know what's going to happen during the big game? Call it with DraftKings Predictions, a new app where you can predict outcomes on football's biggest game. Make real money predictions on the big game